Wait a minute, this is why you guys think I bashed Regslent. Matt, there's a huge misunderstanding between what I said and what y'all are feeling pushing. Okay, so first of all, EO needs to acknowledge this isn't a misunderstanding on the community's part. This is him misspeaking, right? So let's just be real, okay? Well, let's all, once again, I believe that's even been acknowledged because this whole, you're misunderstanding, no, people are perfectly understanding. They just misspoke, or he just misspoke. Okay, let's continue. There was no gatekeeping being done, but instead explaining what's lagging in the community and by how much. There's even like 3 tweets that all sprang up this week of players asking for creators to watch, and the answers were exactly what I said in the video or none. If there's another reason folks are acting crazy towards me, that's not even my fault. It's like taking offense that wasn't offensive because you didn't like what was being said. Nah, EO's just fucking cooked on this. Another example of this, and I want to get back to the original point, was his tweet towards me, which is just incredibly in bad faith, which I don't understand at all because I've done nothing but attempt to assist EO besides obviously call him the bad take guy, but let's just be real. The guy just has bad takes. It is what it is. It's also just kind of a meme to say on the internet that somebody has bad takes. This whole line of it's really pissing me off at purposely not being understood is just insane. Because nobody is purposely misunderstanding someone. Bro is just misspeaking. Okay, anyways, back to the original talking point. So Chaotic posted. Wait, Rex replied too? What is going on? I'm going to DM you shortly after I post this, and I hope you take my advice. Stop responding. The very people you're trying to clear things up with aren't willing to listen. The moment you bring up Regslent in any context other than praise, your words are going to be twisted. Okay, I'm going to say something that people really aren't going to like. People can be upset by this, but if you're getting upset by this, it's because it's the truth. Regslent is the golden good boy of the PGR community. If anybody takes offense to that, I don't know why you're getting upset by that. That is the truth. He is the golden good boy. I will also admit, okay, if you do this, what he is saying is very true. If you say any negative reason or any negative thing about Regslent, it is going to be taken horribly. I don't know if I would say twisted, but I would say it will be taken horribly. And let me tell you why that is. Regslent doesn't cause any problems. He really doesn't. Regslent causes no issues. Okay? He's just a good guy, doesn't talk about any issues. He just plays the game. The guy is chill, from my knowledge. Unless there's some knowledge of him doing something horrible. Am I missing something? Or no? Because I have never seen Regslent cause a single issue. And when him and I had an issue in the past, because I had no idea who he was, I clowned on him a little bit. He was cool about it. So I have never seen him cause an issue at all. Because the guy is kind of just a robot who plays video games. And that's fine. You know, it is what it is, right? It really is what it is. Okay, so now let's keep going here. Let's keep going. Doesn't matter your intent. Doesn't matter why you did it. Go back to enjoying Evo and ignore these people. When you get back, don't start making content. Oh, ignore these people shit and get back to making content. You don't know anyone's explanation, and you definitely don't need to keep making videos to explain because what you're attempting to say and what you actually say will sound worse and worse. So I disagree with this. I think EO should just say, yeah, guys, I misspoke and I was acting dumb, and then just call it a day. I think that just gets everybody off of his back, right? But I don't think doubling down is the right play at all. I really don't. Just say misspoke is what it is. Yeah. And the people actively bitching about what 1cc is saying will find exactly what they're looking for and will continue to paint you in a bad light. So he's talking about confirmation bias here, obviously. Of course, you're a grown man. You can do what you want, but that's my advice to you. I think this is actually, this is okay advice. Now, as a guy who's been navigating internet bullshit for 6 years, I don't really think this is the play. I think the play is go live, make a video, say you fucked up, say you were stupid, is what it is, call it a day. No one's gonna hold it against you. Chaotic tweeting this is just stupid. He's just DM'd EO. No, I think it's fine. I think there's nothing wrong with publicly supporting your friends. Yeah, I think it's actually fine, unless the following tweets get worse. What is this response from this? Leave me out of this, dude. You've already made peace with me over DM, so this name drop is weird. Okay, now hold up. Now this is weird. I've seen this whole thing regarding EO, and it doesn't bother me about what was being said on the stream. But the moment you bring up Rex in any context other than praise, your words is going to be twisted. Please clean up your own mess. My involvement was essentially 0%. Okay, I don't know why Rex is getting upset by this. I see zero reason for Rex to make this post at all. This seems like getting mad for fun. I don't understand this at all. The name drop wasn't volatile. It wasn't, it wasn't incendiary whatsoever. It's literally just saying, the moment you bring up Rex in any context other than praise, your words are this is just true. Right? Because he is, like, for real. If people even think that you're shitting on Rex, then they are going to be furious, right? Because he's a good dude. I don't think this is being defamatory whatsoever. I think it's perfectly fine. I think right now, I think Rexlick's past bias is being shown, and I think he's probably still a little bit jaded about what happened towards Chaotic and him. But like, there's no reason to tweet this in my opinion. I think this is just kind of weird. My opinion. I do think it's I do think it's kind of weird. I guess Rex doesn't see it that way. Well, then he's seeing it the incorrect way. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I think that's kind of weird as shit. I don't really get that. Now this makes sense where all these weirdo comments are coming from. Please, Rexland, you read my comment and you point out where I said you're involved in the least. What I said was simple as fuck to understand. I mean, to be honest, it really was easy as fuck to understand. Am I crazy here? Like, I feel like, okay, I want chat's decision here. Was Chaotic saying anything crazy at all? Was he saying anything crazy at all? Hell no. Bro said nothing other than give people a warning. If you shit talk Rex, people are going to get twisted. Straight up. Because there's no reason to shit talk Rex. However, I think Rex getting a little bit weird about this is just that, fucking weird. There was nothing to get upset about. He wasn't, but I think Rex doesn't want him to name mentioned or to be added. It's really people keep mentioning. I think it's weird where someone thinks they have the right to never be mentioned, even if it was like a completely neutral statement. I totally get if someone doesn't want to be like shit talked or brought up, like in a defamatory sense, but saying like never speak my name ever, I don't think their issues were that bad, right? I mean, I really feel like it was completely fine. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that if anybody sees this shit as weird, I think you're just simply wrong. Like this is some fucking Will Smith, keep my fucking wife's name out your fucking mouth shit. Please, you read my comment and you point out where I said you're involved in the least. What I said was as simple as fuck to understand. Whoever, I love this. Whoever mentions your name gets berated by the fucking parasocial weirdos in your community. So, here's the thing. I don't think holding a content creator accountable for what their community does is correct. I think this might be true. However, bringing up what someone's community does, I think it's a really cringe fucking move because it's kind of just like a dude who watches you. So I think this is weird on both sides 100%. He didn't do that though. He didn't do what? He didn't blame him for it? Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, 100%. 100%. Rex just took offense where there was no offense to be taken. That's why a good saying is offense is taken, not given, right? Only you can decide what you're going to take offense to, right? Nobody can make you take offense to anything. Hold up. The fact that you can't talk about negative regularly coming after you is a bad thing, though, no? Rex has the right to be annoyed by that. No, absolutely not. Yeah, no, I disagree. Hold up. We can go back. We can go back to the tweets. We'll go back to the original tweet, and then we'll finish this one up. So that wasn't said. The moment you bring up Rexlet in any context other than praise, your words are going to be twisted. Doesn't matter your intent, doesn't matter what you did it, right? So what you said, that quote that you just said, was never fucking said. That was never said at all. But if you are, once again, I'll write this down, I'll make this make sense. So this is the quote, because I don't know why people in this community are so fucking stupid, but I'll write it out for all the dumb babies in chat. Obviously not all you guys, but hey, guys, if you see people being retards in chat, I need y'all to make fun of them, okay? This is a very cut and dry issue, okay? It's very simple. It's very simple. So here's we're gonna break this down for you, okay? So EO goes on ego trip. It's fine. It happens. We all go on ego trips every now and then. Not me, of course, 'cause I'm the best guy on fucking earth, right? EO goes on ego trip, okay? Chaotic puts out supportive tweet for him. Good friend. Chaotic mentions Rexland since he was mentioned in EO's video and EO is getting backlash for it. Chaotic's Rexland quote. The moment you bring up Rexland in any good context other than praise, your words are going to be twisted. Doesn't matter your intent. Doesn't matter why you did it. This was said due to the frequent issues that happen when anyone talks about Rexland and doesn't acknowledge or understand why he's good at the game and a good dude. Because I personally believe that he is. I do believe that Regzlan is a good dude. I do. I really do. Okay? So now let's keep going here. Regzlan responds with, leave me out of this, dude. You made peace with me over DM, so this name drop is weird. Which, once again, I don't believe there is anything defamatory or incendiary, merely an observation that has been proved demonstrably true in multiple occasions that people do not like when you say anything other than good things about Regzlan, which is fine. If you have an overprotective community, it's fine, but at least acknowledge it, right? At least acknowledge it, right? Rex gets what I consider overly defensive over a nothing burger tweet. Clean up your own mess. My involvement was essentially 0%. His involvement was huge because EO brought up Regzlan's name, not intentionally, but his involvement was huge because EO's whole tangent was about Regzlan, right? And the issue was further exacerbated by EO's obviously negatively perceived prejudice versus Regzlan's content and saying how he's not a passionate creator, which was obviously another blunder by EO. I can understand if Regs is going to be upset at EO. I don't get why he would be upset at Chaotic, right? So let's keep going here. And then Chaotic responds with, this makes sense where all the weirdo comments are coming from. Please, Regzlan, you read my comment and you point out where I said you were involved in the least. It was barely a mention in the tweet. What I said was simply as fuck. Once again, I would like to say I'm cool with Chaotic, I'm cool with EO, and I'm cool with Regzlan 100%. What I said was simple as fuck to understand. Whoever mentioned your name gets berated the fucking parasocial weirdos in the community. Chaotic fucks up. Chaotic blunders by holding CCs over accountable for their perceived community's actions. The bias to Chaotic is insane. Really, how? So me saying that Chaotic fucked up is me having an overly bias? So if Ratsu now start talking about you, would you not clap back? Okay, so the difference between Chaotic and Regzlan and Atsu and myself is insane. Chaotic and Regzlan had an issue years ago due to the fact of leaks and punishing Grey Raven. Me and Atsu is a guy who made me leak my rape trauma and went after my previous partners and made my roommate attempt suicide. I think there's a big difference in trying to compare the two. And I think anybody who's gonna even try to compare these two dynamics is just a retard, right? Now this is a fair take. I know it's not the same level, it's still bad blood, and that's exactly what I'm saying. This post was made due to the previous bad blood, and clearly bygones were not bygones. This is 1,000,000% a bad blood post from both sides. Absolutely. Now, I would like to say I don't think Chaotic's first tweet was necessarily in bad blood. I think he was just talking about his previous experiences. Okay? In nowhere did Chaotic say that Regzlan was responsible for that happening. He did not say that. We have the exact quote right here. That people are going to be pissed off if you bring up Regzlan in a bad sense. Which is fair. It's a fair warning, letting him know you fucked up. Don't shit talk Chaotic, right? Because he doesn't deserve to be shit talked. However, I don't believe that Regzlan's response was made in good faith. I do believe it was made in bad faith and has pre-existing bad blood, to your words, not mine, that clearly made him make that post, which once again ignited a situation that didn't need to be ignited. It's not a big deal, but I'm just trying to explain things, why it happens, why what is happening. Does that make sense? Does anybody think I'm not being fair? Does anybody think I'm not being fair? You're being fair? Great. Makes sense? Great. Okay, great. Whoever mentions your name gets berated by the parasocial weirdos in your community. I don't think this is fair to say. Once again, I don't think content creators should be held responsible for the community, the community. People are gonna do with your word, whatever it is that they fucking want to do with your word. So I think this is a bad take by Chaotic here. Let's continue here. I was giving advice to my friend to stand down and enjoy the event. He is at and focusing on content. Not a single part of my post said you were involved in it and was received as intended till you quote tweeted this, which only proves my fucking point, which I do think is fair. I really think getting upset by this is a little bit unnecessary. Just kind of giving somebody a warning. Hey man, don't shit talk Regslant because people are going to get pissed off about it. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's exactly what happens. Anyways, the only thing I'm saying to you on this matter, like you said, I made peace with you. And at every turn, you find some way to turn something I say with the purest intent into negative instead of just talking to me like a grown man. When you know how to reach me, you stop this bitch-made bullshit involving everyone else. Nothing I said was involving you. Grow the fuck up. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. That's just my opinion. Once again, you can get upset by the way he said it, but I think that is exactly what happened. I don't think Chaotic had any negative intention whatsoever. Thoughts, opinions? Too aggro? Yeah, I mean, I can definitely agree that Chaotic did say it a little bit aggro, for sure. If you disagree with the way that he said it, 100%, that's totally fine. 100%. Chaotic's being pretty aggro. However, I don't think that takes away from his message, which I do think Regs took offense where there was none to be taken. But yeah, a little bit aggro for sure. Other than that, not really that big of a deal. What do y'all think? I think Chaotic had some negative intention because he said twisted specifically when it wasn't twisted. I think he was letting, well, okay, let's see here. The moment you bring up Regslant in any context other than praise, your words are going to be twisted. I don't think that this is necessarily wrong to say because you could say something, because you know how the gotcha community does, where you say one thing, you say, oh, I love pancakes, and then somebody says, oh, so you hate waffles then. I think words are very frequently twisted in the gotcha space. Okay, anything else? I don't think Chaotic was aggressive in his first message either. Yeah. Chaotic was definitely not aggressive in his first message. I think Regslant was overly defensive in his follow-up message, and then I think Chaotic was overly aggressive in his follow-up. Would we all agree? Is that fair? I think there's faults on both sides. Would we agree? Well, okay, I'm going to say something else because I don't want a middle ground fallacy this. Would we agree that this issue would not have existed? Okay, well, there's a lot of things. So EO's kind of the trigger point, and then the community twisted his words, but he also misspoke. So what I'm saying is, all this is EO's fault. Do we agree? Who cares? Yeah. Content creators don't like each other. It's hard to be cordial sometimes. It is what it is. I'll just sit back here and enjoy the popcorn. Anyways, what I'm saying is, guys, fighting games are evil. Yeah, not good. Very, very non-sugoi. Very, very bad. Wow. How will this affect LeBron's legacy? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, anyways.